negotiation styles. There are different strategies for negotiation which can be done. For example, the first 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes sets a template for any negotiation. Depending on how the first 5 minutes pans out, usually the conclusion or the end negotiation is done in such manner. Stay objective and impersonal. Also, do not look at the characteristics of the persons who are negotiating. Sometimes the demand what they are making and the actual demand may vary so much, but still do not think about it. Use I statements. In Toastmasters, we always insist on using I statement even for evaluation, because if you use you statements, then the other person tends to be defensive. So, for example, you can say like a father may say, "I told his son to study. You are never studying, my son." Instead of that, you can say, "I told you to study, but you are never doing so." It's in a more better manner. And show appreciation. Sometimes in negotiations, it's very important to show the simplest of appreciation. They may be on time, but the appreciation should also be genuine in nature. And time your discussion. For example, the time and the place of the discussion is also very important. The one of the negotiator may stay in Mahabalipuram and the other may be staying in Red Hills. So they should be staying meeting in a common place, and also the meeting should preferably happen in the morning, not in the afternoon. I can already see some people yawning. And also should focus on interest. The goals and the sub-goals of both the negotiators should be drawn out. And on this, the common goals which can be accommodated by both the teams should be planned up. This is because when the negotiation plans out, some goals which are not acceptable at all can be related to these sub-goals, and then they can be worked upon. As I told in negotiation, it happens in our workplace and also it happens internationally. We all would have heard about in 2010, Barack Obama, and this is Kim Jong-un. He is the father of Kim Jong-un. He is the dictator of North Korea. In the year 2010, the US told holding negotiations with North Korea so that they could withhold their uranium weapons and their long-range missiles. Initially, Kim Jong-un, he agreed. This was because there was a huge epidemic in North Korea. There was loss of food, and people were struggling to find basic amenities. He initially agreed, and he took all the help from the US. But after a few months, Kim Jong-un, he completely overturned it. He went on to go for nuclear tests, which completely left the US red face. It was a huge embarrassment for US in the global market. And also, negotiation is very important when doing with someone who's not steady-minded, like the dictator of North Korea. And finally, I would like to say that negotiation is a very important skill in a daily part of life. Like just as I said, it's important in our home place and also in our workplace. And with this, I return control to Atiya Modi.
Thank you, Dinesh. Our next speaker, the evaluator, is Dr. Alaka. Quickly elaborate the objective of the speech.
Toastmaster Priya is going to deliver Project 3 in Advanced Communication Series Storytelling. The objectives are to understand that a story can be entertaining yet display moral values, to create a new story that offers a lesson or moral, to tell the story using the skills developed in the previous two projects. The time allotted for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you, Dr. Alaka. Priyadarshini, she is a good storyteller, and she is trying to declutter and bringing more clarity to emphasize the mind. Her biggest challenge is to silence the mind and be at peace. Please put your hands together and welcome Priyadarshini. Namma Chennai, Priyadarshini.
How many of you have watched Bollywood movie named Chennai Express? Thank you. After watching this movie, my relatives had one question. Why? Why Chennai people always wear white lungi? Why Chennai people speak the way they speak? Why Chennai people eat food that is white in color? Idiyappam, curd, rice and idli, everything is white. I was like, God knows why. Good afternoon, all my Chennaites and dear guests present here. I've been living in this city from past few years. And I still remember the day when I came here. I got such a warm welcome. Chennai was baking with 38 degrees. How warm can it get? The first question I asked my friend, when is the summer getting over? She said, Chennai has 3 seasons. It starts with hot, then hotter, and the hottest. So there is no way to escape from Chennai. I was like, then I started exploring the city. I wanted to know what's there. Every time I went out, I thought I was in a lost island. You know, when you go to eat violins, I could see all the board which was put in Tamil, and people spoke only foreign language. Tamil was foreign to me. I was finding it very tough, but I had to survive here. I made few good friends. They were really very nice. I watched every word that came out of their mouth. I became a very good listener. Good listener than any Toastmaster I can say. There is some words which I use so much, from Ayya to Appa, I used that word. And the word was Appadiya, Avalaga, and Nandri. I used these words and it was time for me to showcase my talent. First thing was I called a cab driver and I told him, please drop me to Besing Nagar, Pazamudir. He was like, ma'am, is this a new store which has come up in Besing Nagar? I told him, no, my friend said this store is here since years. He said there is no such store called as Pazamudir. And I said, I'm very much sure it's here. He said, oh, do you mean to say Palai Muddir? Then I said, okay, might be you're right. You know, what did the driver do? He cut the call and he cancelled the ride. I was left with no other option. I had to take an auto. I called the auto fare and I said, Anna Besing Nagar. He said 200 rupees. I said, Abalaga. He said 300 rupees. I said Nandri and I walked away. I felt Chennai is definitely not a place for me, you know. Look here, the climate is bakes like a heater. There is no water. Autofellow has no meter. How do you think we can survive in this city? Until unless I got to visit one of my friends' relatives' house, Dr. Ramani, during Navaratri festival. It was a very divine festival. You know, Dr. Ramani has a very vibrant life. But one of her room was having all these black and white photos which was hanging throughout the walls. Out of curiosity, I asked Dr. Ramani, why is that Chennai people are so simple? There is no glitter, glam, fashion, fusion, anything. So Dr. had a very good answer to say. She said, dear, everything that glitters or shines may not be gold. Certain things appear to be valuable, but they are not. Sometimes we are deceived by the outward appearance, and that will divert your attention. So be careful. I must say this Gyan is going to stay with me for lifelong. Not just those words from her, I met many people who were very scholarly, but they were so down to earth. I felt I saw the true Chennaites that day. From then onwards, whenever any of my cousins or relatives debate with me on this city, I make few things very clear. Look, not every Chennai or Tamilian is a die-hard fan of Rajinikanth, so mind it. And who said only Chennai people are only fond of idli, sambar and vada? They also eat talpakatti, biryani and kari puri, chettinad too. Yes, and people are the way they are because they're deep-rooted to their culture and heritage. You know, they are very modern, yet they like to be traditional. One more thing, Sri Lanka and Tamil Nadu are very different. Tamil Nadu is part of India, and yes, everyone speaks only language, and that's Tamil. Not just that, I also remind them, telling, you know, in Bollywood, whenever we talk about dream girl, who is that? It's Hema Malini. She comes from Chennai, and the world knows A.R. Rahman, who's got Oscars to India. Who is he? He comes from this city. And what else? The lightning kid who showed the world where the real brain lies in India. The Chennai boy, the chess grandmaster, Vishwanath Anand is from Chennai. And the best of all, the cool captain of the world, MS Dhoni, he's from Chennai. Okay, I understand that. He's Namma Chennai, I mean, he's the captain of Chennai team. So he's Namma boy now, at the last. So friends, I must say one thing. The moral I learned staying for these many years in this city is everything that glitters is really not gold. Things might look worthwhile. Later, we shall find ourselves dismayed even without a smile. So, stay simple and live beautiful. is the motto of Namma Chennai. Thank you.
Naturally, we are done with the prepared speeches. Now, before we move to the impromptu speech, I want to complete my illustration, what I have given here. As I was explaining that the captain and operator, the captain gives the instructions to the operator, but the operator never can ask or question anything about whether to follow or not. But the captain gives the order, operator just obey the order. The captain is nothing but our conscious mind. We are the feelings, thoughts, and all those things. We are consciously, whatever the decisions we are taking, that is a captain. The operator is our subconscious mind. You might have seen, say for example, riding a car. Once you have mastered that skill, you will not consciously look at which pedal need to press, which gear you are in. Subconsciously, you are doing everything. So the bottom line is, the treasure house is within you. If Adil decided that he wants to win in a division or a district level, he has ensured that from his subconscious mind very confidently, yes, I will go to this conference. I will attempt to make an attempt. He has made the order to the operator very clearly. Sometimes in our daily life, we are not giving these instructions to the operator clearly. We are very vague. Am I eligible? The question, once you give this to operator will live happily. Okay, captain itself not clear, then why do I need to execute this order? So if you are very clear about, you have seen many successful people, they follow this religiously. They have that capacity to communicate with the subconscious mind, a clear, smart goals. They are very clear in communicating what I wanted in life. If you are clear, the captain is very clear, the operator will do without any flaw, because it has got an exponential talent. It will just obey the order. So now, as part of the Toastmasters, I have to obey my order now. The next session, we have an impromptu speech. We have a doctor, PhD in chemistry from IIT Madras. He is my mentor. If you look at him, he is very calm and composed. When I ask him actually how he is able to manage, he says like that, he keeps telling from his subconscious mind to keep quiet always. That's the reason maybe he's very calm and composed. Please put your hands together and welcome Sampath.
What is the time now?
4 o'clock.
So I got 30 minutes. I got a lot of topics also. I don't have so many people. Except,
Two topics per person.
two topics. She is ready in the answer. Because she is general evaluation. You may not. So we have come to the table topic session for the benefit of guests. Table topic session gives you an opportunity to train yourself in responding quickly to some question that arises, some situation that arises. Normally we are not prepared for the unprepared. So this is a place where we try to get prepared for the unprepared. There are a lot of variations, like people say the lift interview, elevator interview, you must have heard. There are other situations like this. When something goes wrong, what you do? When somebody poses a situation to you, what you do? The time we have to talk. In a training session, you cannot have a long training session, people will run away. 1 to 2 minutes. That is all the time. 2 minutes on the higher side has got a grace period of 30 seconds in case you come up. Got good ideas and you are going strong. Even the 2 minutes 30 seconds is the limit. 1 to 2 minutes 30 seconds is the limit for voting you as one of the possibly the best table topics. If you want the ribbon and the chocolate, you can find yourself at the time. I will start with some Toastmasters as is usually in the practice. There are 2 Vijayavardhans and one has spoken, the other has not spoken. Can we spare him? He is our blue moon. He doesn't appear often. But he is a very good speaker and a very jovial person. Let us see. The topic for you is very simple. My boss once said to me, if I want your opinion, I shall give it to you. My boss once said to me, if I want your opinion, I shall give it to you. Please come.
Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Actually, I have been not coming regularly because I have taken a strong decision by looking at many of our senior Toastmasters to maintain punctuality. Only if I punctual, I will go to the meeting, I thought. So from that day, I couldn't come to the meeting at all. Today I came a little bit later, but I achieved the mission of having this meeting. When I joined my company, my boss, my colleague said, your boss is always right. That's the rule number one. And the rule number two, if at all the boss is wrong, go to rule number one. Boss is always right. So today's topic actually a little bit I'm confused actually. I don't know what this exactly means. If I want an opinion, if I want to leave it to your opinion, I will give it to you. I think this is something a very tricky table topic. Still, I couldn't understand the exact meaning of that. Yes, maybe that could be the reason. If I have been, maybe I personally feel this could be the meaning of that particular topic. That is, it's very easy to take somebody's assignment, but giving the assignment to the same person, asking him to take a decision is very difficult. For example, giving a topic and asking him to speak is very easy, and keeping the topic open like this and asking him to give a speech is very difficult. That could be the meaning behind the topic, I think. So, thank you.
This was in fact Mario's cartoon. No, Mario, famous Mario. It's a cartoon where the boss says, if I want your opinion, I shall give it to you. Think about it. It's a very humorous thing. Next speaker will be Toastmaster Saravanan. Toastmaster Saravanan. Not a difficult or not easy?
Your choice.
Both ways it is same. How will you stop people sending fake news on social media? How will you stop people sending fake news on social media?
Thank you, Toastmaster, favorite topic master. I accept this topic with alacrity. If you see the power of subconscious mind, last week when you attended the session, there were two things. One is brain drain, another one was brain rewiring. So I believe we have to save ourselves. We have to save our mind from this Toastmasters, I guess. Because the topics are such like power of the subconscious mind or brain drain or brain rewiring and everything. The topic that is given to me is how to stop the fake news in social media. The government is trying very hard. At the same time, we as individuals also have the social responsibility to ensure that we don't pass on the fake news in social media. Whether it is in Facebook or WhatsApp, anything. Even when we are talking also, we have to restrain ourselves to ensure that what is helpful for the others, what is helpful for the society, we have to think deeply about that and have to provide that information. I saw a recent forward in Facebook that when you send a mail, when you send a message, to forward a message, the first tick will be like it has been delivered. The second tick means it is read by the person who you intended to send. The third tick is the government is watching. The fourth tick is government is taking action. The fifth tick is government is coming to arrest you. So please be aware of those all 5 ticks. Sixth tick means you are not here. You are in plural or somewhere else. So please ensure that you are following the norms that are necessary. And I don't know like who forwarded that message to me. I didn't see those 6 ticks, but you ensure that you don't see the 6th tick also. Over to you, Toastmasters.
He has properly ticked me off. With so many ticks. Next speaker, can we have a guest? First I will announce this topic, then any guest can volunteer. Recommend a book to us for reading with your own reasons. Recommend a book to us for reading with your own reasons. Any guess which you have read and like? Rajar, Toastmaster to be, or a Toastmaster?
Marathi Toastmaster.
Oh, very good. Toastmaster Rajar.
Good evening, one and all. I read this the book called Tuesdays with Maury. It's a great book. In our Hindu mythology, people used to think Tuesdays is such an evil day. So in a book called Tuesdays with Maury, it's not like that. He do every such a thing, every great thing in Tuesdays. When he met his past president and his teacher, he shared all the things with him in the